Hey guys, let's get more news about Lakers, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Lakers coping with bad news on shell-shocked Luka Doncic. The Lakers, at least, have had one brief, shining moment in the days since they pulled off the shocking trade that brought Luka Doncic from Dallas to LA for a package highlighted by Anthony Davis. They beat the Utah Jazz in Doncic's debut more than a week ago. Since then, the team has lost the rematch against the lowly Jazz, rescinded a trade made for a big man to help balance the roster, and ticked off rookie Dalton Knecht, the main player they were shipping out in the process, and lost a makeup game to the Hornets, also a lowly bunch, on their home floor on Wednesday night in a makeup game. Doncic has, in 3 games with the Lakers, averaged 14.7 points on 35.6% shooting and 20.8% three-point shooting. There are, it seems, 2 problems with his entry into Lakerland, and neither is very good news for Doncic, certainly not in terms of his short-term future. But the long-term is a concern, too. Of course, concerns about conditioning and Doncic's commitment to keeping himself healthy have been cited as the driving force behind the Mavericks' desire to deal Doncic. If he struggles to bounce back from the injury, it will be some validation for Dallas and much-maligned GM Nico Harrison. Lakers 5th in the Western Conference. But there is also the problem of Doncic simply finding his role on this Lakers team, especially playing with LeBron James. More than that, though, the culture shock of coming to a new team after being the poster child for Mavs hoops since he was drafted at age 19 is still affecting him. It's gonna take him some time, Charania said. From what I've kept hearing around Luka Doncic over the last couple of weeks has just been the word, shell-shocked, and that's been the vibe around him since the trade. JJ Redick will not apologize for glazing LeBron James since taking over as the Lakers head coach. JJ Redick has claimed to have stopped using Twitter, a place where he was once chronically online. Thursday showed, however, that he may not be entirely offline. LeBron James had another remarkable showing for the purple and gold, scoring 40 points to help the Lakers snap their 2-game skid with a win in Portland on the second night of a back-to-back. In a long career of memorable games and moments, this individual game likely won't be remembered, but it's a testament to his longevity that he's still doing it at this point in his career. That was not lost on Redick, who opened his post-game presser adding all that context to describe how impressive LeBron's performance was while adding a little modern vocabulary to it. He really just defies anything that's normal and not just physical feats and the plays, Redick said. It's the mentality. I believe I saw the other day he's a billionaire and he's playing on the second night of a back-to-back at 40 after 22 years with every freaking record and accolade. And the kids will say that I'm glazing him. He's one of the greatest competitors. Assistant coach, Nate McMillan, and I were talking about it before the game, like he's amazing to coach. He brings it every single day. He sets the standard for how you're supposed to approach this craft. That, to me, the most incredible thing. Just the mindset to do it, get up the next day, do it, get up the next day, do it, over and over and over again. I mean, he's not wrong. Call it whatever you want, but Redick is completely fair. There's no reason for LeBron to keep doing this at this point in his career other than for the love of the game. Even then, you wouldn't fault him for mailing it in on a night like Thursday. As he noted in his walk-off interview, the team didn't land in Portland until about 3 a.m. local time. For him to turn around and put up a performance like that, it would be incredible if he was 20 or 25 or 30 years old. But he's 40. In year 22. Do not take LeBron for granted. This is not normal. We will not see this from another player again, and we won't see it from LeBron much longer. Enjoy nights and games like this from LeBron. Lakers' failed trade for center to pair with Luka Doncic could be revisited in their ongoing effort to build around Luka Doncic. The Los Angeles Lakers' quest for a new center has led them to explore multiple options across the league. While the Lakers' attempt to acquire Mark Williams from the Charlotte Hornets fell through due to medical concerns, other options were pursued before the deadline passed. The Athletic's Jovan Buha reported on his podcast, Buha's Block, that the Lakers also expressed interest in Detroit Pistons center Jaylen Duren. However, their overtures were rebuffed, with Buha suggesting that the Lakers might revisit this potential deal in the summer. Previously, the Lakers focused on maximizing the championship window with veterans like James, who turned 40 in December, and the injury-prone Davis, 31. With the 25-year-old Doncic at the helm, general manager Rob Pelinka is looking further into the future, aiming to pair Doncic with a younger cohort that could sustain competitiveness for the next decade. Duren, only 21, fits this mold perfectly. He has averaged 10.8 points, 10.2 rebounds, and 1.2 blocks over 52 games this season. He remains under contract for another year before he becomes eligible for restricted free agency in 2026, making him an attractive long-term option for teams seeking a solid presence in the paint. Despite the Lakers' interest, acquiring Duren will not be easy. The Pistons, currently 6th in the Eastern Conference with a 29-26 record and making a playoff push, view Duren as a key member of their core group. The Lakers will remain a vital team to monitor in the trade landscape this summer as they continue their search for the right pieces to complement Doncic. After bypassing the option to push the Williams trade through, the need for a center remains ahead of a busy offseason. This offseason, Doncic will be eligible for a contract extension, and acquiring a clear answer at center would help him feel more enticed to stay long-term. And are you a fan? What do you think of the Jaylen Duren situation? Leave your opinion in the comments.